Benchmark Media presents the Six Kingdom Classification, Part 1, Animals, Plants, and Fungi.
As part of the attempt to understand our world, human beings have always tried to order and classify this vast diversity of life.
From 2 kingdoms to 6 kingdoms.
For many years, it was believed that every living organism could be placed in either one of 2 broad categories, the animal kingdom and the plant kingdom. It was a Swedish botanist, Carl von Linné, in the 18th century who was the pioneer of biological classification. Von Linné, known as Linnaeus, proposed methods of classification based on form and function that we still use widely today, although our understanding of the natural world is vastly greater now than it was in the mid-1700s. Back to him a bit later. In the 19th century, the 2-kingdom system was defined more scientifically. Each organism was carefully fitted into place, bearing in mind Darwin's new theory of evolution, which tried to show how complex animals and plants evolved from simpler organisms. The animal kingdom contained all the organisms which take in and digest food and usually move around to obtain it.
A circular diagram.
While the plant kingdom contained all those which remain stationary and manufacture their own food by photosynthesis.
A mushroom.
But fungi presented more of a problem. They remain stationary like plants, but absorb organic material directly into their bodies like animals. Because they seemed on balance to have more in common with plants than animals, they were placed in the plant kingdom.
The kingdoms are defined by circles.
When optical microscopes appeared on the scene, biologists discovered a wide variety of single-celled organisms. Some, like desmids, remain stationary and photosynthesize like plants. These were classified as single-celled algae or simple plants and were placed in the plant kingdom.
Their circle adheres to the plant circle.
Others, such as amoeba, take in food like animals, and so they were classified as protozoa, from the Greek word first animals, and were placed in the animal kingdom.
The protozoa circle extends from the animal circle.
But some single-celled organisms have the characteristics of both animals and plants. Euglena usually manufactures its own food by photosynthesis. When it's deprived of light, however, it then takes in food like an animal.
A tube-shaped euglena.
So some biologists classified euglena as a protozoan and placed it in the animal kingdom. But others said it should be classified as an alga and placed in the plant kingdom. It was impossible to decide who was right. Then some organisms were discovered that were many times smaller than